Making healthy food choices are a daily challenge for most people. You see, the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Introducing the Green Health Pharmacy and Functional Medicine Clinic that gets to the root cause of your disease. We present to you the True Green Foods brand that allows you to enjoy healthy food options without sacrificing the foods you love. True Green Foods have low-carb swallow options for fufu, banku, tuozafi, eba, kenke, amala, and semovita. Good tasting and supremely delicious without compromising blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, weight management goals, and all diseases that one may be battling with. They also have a low-carb replacement for oatmeal, grits, and cream of wheat, which are highly dense in carbohydrates. Check out Alta Oats, Beta Oats, Clean Oats, as well as Kajma Porridge and Cream of Lacca when you visit our shop. The breakfast options are not just delicious, but meet the standards of an anti-inflammatory diet. All True Green Foods are all diabetic friendly. Find Green Health Pharmacy in Woodbridge, Virginia, or call us on 703-670-3640. WhatsApp 571-300-5039. Find us on IG at Green Health Farm. There's no better way for a healthy lifestyle. Remember, your health is your wealth.
All right, 1212 Radio Culture. Good morning from Texas, USA. This is going to be very brief, I promise you. It's just a quick one. First of all, my name is Kwesi Eson Bako, and I am here today on Weekend Editorial. We're actually bringing you Weekend Editorial early. It's supposed to be midweek editorial because we're going into the Friday, but there's not going to be any weekend editorial because of the live stream, which will be coming to you this Saturday. And so this replaces weekend editorial, but call it what you will. Midweek editorial with weekend editorial, it makes no difference, right? The content is the same. All right. Now I'm here today to take a quick look at some of the nominations that President John Dramani Mahama has put out so far. As you know, the show is titled John Mahama's Initial Appointments Raise Hopes. I think it is. I forget what they called it. Something along those lines. But yes, excuse me, you know what I'm talking about. And pardon my dry throat. I'm going through some type of thing. But show still goes on. We'll make it happen. All right. So today I saw a list of 9, and I know it's more than that, but I want to focus on those 9 for today, right? And speak about these 9 appointments and why I think that President Mahama means business. This is how I know he has a game plan, right? Some of it it's not really what I expected. And so, but quick disclaimer, I am not the president, not even close, not even remotely close, right? So none of what I say really, in the long term really matters. But at the end of the day, I am a citizen, and we are the ones who I believe President Mahama listens to before he makes decisions, right? So we still say what we think. I think these are fabulous decisions. All 9 of them that I'm going to talk about. But I still, wherever I see something slightly that I think should have been slightly different, like I said, doesn't really matter, but who's to talk about that, all right? So thank you very much for checking in with me. My name is Kwesi Esonbako. I come in peace, but I come not to please. Let's make it happen. All right. So on that list, and first of all, I want to start by congratulating President John Mahama on his truthfulness. Why not just say obey faithful to his word? And that is helping him because already it's garnering him a lot of goodwill from the people. if that happens, even when something doesn't go right, you have the backing of the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good approach to governance, right? It's a very good approach to governance. And I would say kudos to that. And why am I saying this though? Because he came on the heels of affirmative action. John Mahama is somebody who has been very good to women, right? In terms of moving women up the social and corporate ladder, moving women up the political ladder, and all of that. When John Mahama chose Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman and they stole the elections from them, a lot of people in the NDC were like, hey, nah, when they change her and whatnot. We know this. This is not, I personally would have been very disappointed if Mahama had changed Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. And some of you may remember my interview with Dr. John Osai-Kwapong right here on this same platform when I asked him. And he also said that he thought Mahama was going to retain Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. And lo and behold, he did, to some good results, right? So kudos for that. But beyond that, out of this list of 9 that I'm looking at, 4 of those nominations are women. Look at that. That's almost 50%. That is almost 50%. But that's 50% of this 9, though, I'm saying, right? We don't know what the final list is going to look like. And we haven't seen the final list. So I'm just saying, everything that I'm saying is based on the initial appointments that we're looking at. Okay. Now look at this, though. 9 nominations, 4 women. That is fantastic. That is something to celebrate in terms of affirmative action, in terms of pushing women up the social ladder, up the corporate ladder, up the political ladder, up the whatever ladder they have to go alongside us. Because we know that sometimes when women are in positions of authority, they make better decisions. So they should be able to access the same areas of authority that men have access to. Right? I'm just saying. But now let's go into the list. Let's look at the list. Kwame governs Abuja. This gentleman has a lot of respect from Ghanaians. I hear his name a lot in a very good way. I think, again, like I said, if you hear names like that, it inspires confidence. It inspires seriousness. Then you know that they mean business. But he's going to head Ministry of Roads and Highways. Now, when I looked at this, I did a pre-convo this morning, and I was saying that from the title, I don't know if the other areas under transport, because remember when we used to have road and transport. Okay, so now his title says Roads and Highways. Okay, that says nothing about aviation. That says nothing about railways. So I don't know if that's going to be a different ministry. But all in all, I was thinking that JM was going to, because of course he's crystallizing the ministries. So those that are kind of related, but again, like I said, he is the coach. He knows what formation he's playing. Plus, he knows the practicality of doing these things. All right, we can only sit afar and say, what's the next? You call stadium or your baller? Those times it will be free kick. That funny. So say, what's the power? That also bonny say. Meanwhile, so you could down my own to me grant tonight. But anyways, all I'm saying is that we can just suggest, right? But I was thinking though that all that would come under one ministry. Again, not all the ministries have come out yet, so we don't know. Maybe there will be a separate ministry. Maybe we'll be told that that's just the title, but it encompasses all of that. Who knows? Let's wait and see. So, Kwame governs Abuja. Congratulations. I hope you are vetted successfully and you assume office and start quickly, because the man has only 4 years. There's no time to waste on vetting. Get to work straight away, boss. All right. Now, Mr. Eric Opoku, nice man. This is another gentleman that I hear a lot of good things about, he also commands a lot of respect. And for a ministry like food and agriculture, which we know says, how can your friend saying that guy, they made me and him had a beef before he became minister. And me and him still have a beef. That guy, for 3 years, something his name is, completely messed up that ministry. The Ministry of Agriculture is completely messed up now. Completely. Cocoa industry is a mess. Food, regular food for people to eat, it's all over the place. So that is an area where if JM puts you, it shows that he has a lot of confidence in you. And judging from what I'm picking from this gentleman, I think he's cut for the job. Right? I think he is. And again, that also, I thought was that ministry also, I thought was going to be crystallized with fisheries and aquaculture, right? I thought they were going to combine the Ministry of Food and Agriculture with fisheries and aquaculture. Because after all, isn't that all under the same thing though? But anyways, I'm not the coach. GM is the coach. He knows what he's doing. He has his game plan. All right. Okay. Now, the next one is Agnes Na Mumolati, who has been tasked with the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. Nice woman. The first woman on the list, right? And like I said, how many years ago was that? Some years ago, that ministry was handled by Nana Oyelitha, and they were traveling she was traveling with JM at the time. They came to Bard College, right, in New York, and there was some event there that JM was speaking at, and I got to speak with Nana Oyelitha about the gender ministry, right, and some of the things that needed to be looked at. I think there's a video of it. Those times I was working for a different platform though, so I don't know if I'm allowed to play that video here. I may be able to play that, with, of course, a disclaimer and all that, but I don't have it handy. Anyways, I spoke with Nanoye later, and some of the things we spoke about were the witch camps, for instance, up north, which has to be looked at, right? Now, the witch camps, and yet children, but a gender, because they don't keep men there. Witch camps, no call them, if there are any men there, they will be the ones who are keeping people there. So it's a gender-related issue, So now, I know there's a bill before Parliament as well, being championed by Sosu, I think, right? MP Sosu. I think say you should revive that thing and protect the women who, some of them grow senile, and then they say, oh wait, why yes, some of these people, they are suffering from diseases that we don't even have the infrastructure to cater for. Some of these women have Alzheimer's diseases and things like that. So they're not even thinking properly. Then they will say things that they don't even mean. Now some idiot in the house will say, oh yeah, you are Kwakwachi Obiari, and then they'll be beating them up and sending them to witch camps. No, sir. We have to examine that closely. And then if there's any true witch matter to be dealt with, then maybe you can pass that on to the I'm just joking. But I'm just saying though, it's no joking matter. Women, in the witch camps, those things have to be looked at. Also, children, juvenile justice has to be looked at closely, right? Because it's not just about, I raised this issue the other time, and one of the comments that I got on the show was that, but Ghana actually has some sort of juvenile system because kids don't go to regular jail. Fair enough. But how about not going to any jail at all? Because kids make mistakes. We all grow up, we make mistakes. For crying out loud. I have made so many mistakes. Some of them, Lord knows if I did not get away with, my life would have been different. right? But I did not know any better. So this is what I'm saying. New York State, for instance, I don't know if they still run the RTA program, but they had a program where first-time juvenile offenders are put in a program. And I believe Ghana across, we have the Boston system. I don't know if it's functioning. If the Boston system is functioning, let's revive that to reconsider juvenile justice. Because we shouldn't mix up young first-time offenders with hardened criminals in prison. Young guy, let's not even talk about even the marijuana issue set for now. Let's put that on the side. Let's say a young person got carried away and stole something, right? And then for the first time, he's sentenced and then he's put in jail with somebody who's been stealing for 20 years, been to jail for like 5 times in his lifetime. And he's going under tutelage because they sleep in the same cell for how many years before he comes out. And after he comes out, he's a reject and he has learned from this guy how to actually steal. So instead of that, how about putting them in a Boston system where they are reoriented? But let me not stray. There's a task for you, madam. And I wish you all the best. MP she's an MP, all right, and Na Momohlate. But let me piggyback a little bit. Let me kick back a little bit to you, sir, Eriko Poku. Mr. Poku, but we will come and have some small little friendly fight with you. There's some small little friendly fire that we'll be bringing to your office, sir. And we will be coming with the food sovereignty Ghana people because the issue of GMO has to be addressed. When this platform started addressing that GMO issue, that was when NDC was in power. Way back, first term of John Mahama is when we started talking about this thing. I'm not even playing. And what I saw was some lackadaisical attitude towards the matter. Then Akufo-Addo comes in, oh gosh, what is he even going to do about it? And now it's John Mahama back in government. I want to see something done about that GM thing. So get ready, sir. Enyen Toka, a friendly fire. We are coming to your office. We want to see some action to protect our local seeds and protect our food sovereignty, because we cannot let multinational companies come and patent our seeds and sell it back to us. It's a sin. It's worse than galamsey. So, sir, yes, congratulations. We like you a lot. But this is one thing, if you don't work on for us, we will not be happy with you. Thank you, sir. All right. Now, that was going back, right? So now number 4 is Madam Emilia Arthur. Okay. Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture. Some sensible person to replace Hawa Yakubu. Oh, no, sorry, not Hawa Yakubu. Hawa Kumsin. Apologies, Hawa Yakubu. Nothing to do with you. But look at that. And she looks like she can hold it down. To be honest with you, I haven't dug too much up on Madam Emily Arthur either. But that is a big responsibility too. Our coastline, madam, is under threat from trawlers, right? Trawlers would bring drag nets. We know this. We know the people. We know them. We know what they do. And because of that, the livelihood of the fisher folk are threatened. So now, if we are going to have a whole ministry, what are they going to minister? So that theft that you are going to minister has to be protected. Get rid of those trawlers. Let's get rid of them. So that the fishermen can go and get some better catch. Because these people come with drag nets, so they come with like 2 boats, one over there, and then there's the nets, drag nets. We almost pry upon us. So by the time they go, all the smaller ones can also move. They drag all of them away, and the fishermen are suffering. So we need to check that, right? And also, you're also handling aquaculture, which I believe has to do with, all the fish ponding and all the other things that the people are doing and all of that. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, but that's the second female on the list as well. All right. Now, the next one, George Opariado Pablo. Wow. This guy has 9 political lives. I'm telling you, Pablo, we all remember when, during their primaries, he wasn't he wasn't too much the favorite of some very important constituency in there, but he made it out. He he made it out of it. He made it out. And not just I didn't see Pablo doing just that. I also saw him actually endearing himself to those that were not really on his side before he was he was elected as the youth organizer and all that. But congratulations, Mr. Pablo. I saw him too. I saw him at he was traveling with JM at the time. They came to Chicago. They came for an event at Chicago, and I met him there. Very cool guy, and everything. Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment. Pablo, listen to me, my brother. Listen closely. So, the loudest instrument in the orchestra during your campaign, NDC, was that trumpet that was sounding 24-hour economy. Everybody knows this, right? What is that connected to? Jobs. Youth need jobs, right? Okay. The teeming youth that chased Akufo-Addo out of government. Now check this out. Akufo-Addo did not go out of government by himself. Oh. He would not have left. Oh. The youth of Ghana bared their teeth at him. The youth of Ghana showed him, said, bro, listen, don't play. Good. So we can comfortably say that the youth of Ghana chased out the NPP government and brought in the NDC government. So that same youth, are those ones that John Mahama is giving to you, Pablo, to make happy. That is not a small task. John Mahama is telling you, is giving you a job that is supposed to make youth at the end of his term feel like, yes, we made the right choice by bringing John Mahama to power, because we feel empowered now. We have the jobs that he said we're going to have and all of that. And you've been put in that spot. That is a huge responsibility. That is a reposition of huge responsibility. Looks like John Mahama really has faith in you. And again, all the youth that did the work during your campaign with you as the youth organizer, I think that you had a lot to do with it, with organizing the youth and everything. Now, let's go beyond organizing. Let's make the lives of the youth better. And it will not be just JM who will be cashing in on the glory. You, sir, it will look good on your political CV. Anyways, congratulations. All right, now to my senior at Legon, Haruna Idrisu. Mr. President, SRC President. Yes, great guy. Brilliant guy. One of the best. This guy, from ever since I've known him, he's been like, his hallmark has been smart guy, like, or a smart, Onimade type of person, right? Charlie, you cannot be SRC president of Legon, at least not during my time. If I don't know about now. These days, all kind of people where they see campaigning for all kind of things, they might make her keep quiet. My mouth no be bookie. I'm just saying. If you were not smart enough, you could not be chief vandal. If you were not smart enough, you could not be SRC president. Certain things, it was just given, right? So I'm just saying. But yes, Haruna was SRC president back then. And John Dramani Mahama has nominated him for the Ministry of Education. That is another completely messed up ministry that needs complete overhauling. Complete overhaul. Complete. What I say? The syllabus, the structure, Charlie, about education in Ghana. By the way, tomorrow, Saturday, on the live stream, on our weekend live stream, we will be discussing that issue with Dr. Kujo Oponwadie, US-based, Chicago-based Ghanaian educationist, and we'll be discussing that topic, right? But back to topic. So Haruna has been nominated for the Ministry of Education. I don't think there's any better person to nominate to that ministry than Haruna. I mean, there could be a couple, of course. I'm sure there would be, a handful, I'm sure. But he definitely is among the very best to handle that ministry. It's a ministry that needs the very best there is to handle, right? And I think that JM putting Haruna Idrisu there gives me a lot of hope that something is going to be there. Haruna has excelled in every ministry that he's been in charge of. I don't think education is going to be any different. Congratulations, sir, my brother, and go do your work. All right, now, Ahmed Ibrahim has been nominated for the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy, and Religious Affairs. Okay, now, first of all, I'm happy that chieftaincy affairs, was it NDC that bundled chieftaincy affairs and tourism together or something like that? I forget, but I'm happy to see that split. However, and before I come to the however, actually, let me also say this though, that first of all, local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs, I think they have great bedfellows. I think they sit very well together, right? I think that they sit very well together, except that I'm also wondering when it comes to issues that have, let's say there's a conflict between, say, the chieftaincy system, which of course has its own set of religious beliefs-ish, and then there's the mainstream Christian faction who may also have issues. Are those issues going to be settled by, of course, it can be, right? But it actually sits together well for me, I think. Point I actually want to make, barges a little bit into the next one that I'm going to make. So let me just, do a quick back step and back in again. Now, my lovely sister, my own personal person, Abla Jifagomashi, has been nominated for the Ministry of what? Tourism, Culture, and Creative Arts. I was thinking, and again, let me reiterate before anybody say anything again. I am not the president. I'm not the coach. I'm just thinking from where I sit. That maybe shouldn't culture have gone to Ahmed Ibrahim's ministry, right? Because yes, we agree that culture is all encompassing, right? Modern day culture, our street lingo, all the things we do are also part of culture. But typically, when we speak about culture, ain't we talking about, and here, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about drumming and dancing and kente. But when we talk about culture, right, as a whole, our tradition, everything, aren't we thinking about that? That's in the bosom of our chiefs and so on. Like isn't that what they are the custodians of, right? So there's a different ministry that's handling culture, and then there's a different ministry that's handling chieftaincy affairs. I don't know. I'm just thinking that culture should have been added to Ahmed Ibrahim's ministry and free up Jigo to focus on the rest of the work that she has to do. Because after all, for all the work that she does, that she's going to be doing, right? Of course, there's some culture plug in there, but I think the bulk of the work is actually on the other things that she has to do. And I feel like taking culture away and then the chieftaincy thing to away may be a bit confusing to some of us, at least to me. But JM holds the game plan. Maybe he wants to score from a set piece, and I'm thinking about dribbling to score, So let's leave the coach to do his work. I'm just saying. Now, let's go now into the third woman on the list, Ablajifa Gomashi. Fabulous choice. Jigo, hear me 1 second. My mouth is a bit dry. All right. Now, let me name drop a little bit. The other day, I was having a conversation with Ochame Kwame, right? And then the first name came up. And he said something very nice about Jifa. And I said, oh, so you've had that experience. Because I know Jigo, right? She's, apart from what she knows as a person, apart from her qualifications to handle that ministry, she's also a very decent person. She's a lovely person. And this is exactly what I said to Ochame Kwame. I said she's a quality person. She's a quality human being, right? She's genuine. She's genuine, right? When she goes to her constituency and she's interacting with her people, this is before she became MP. Because I knew Jifa from school days, right? When she goes to, and the pride that she carries around herself as a native of where she comes from, you understand? She's somebody that's worth emulating. When we talk about women who inspire, my mind goes to women like that. I've known her for a long time, and I've always known her to be a woman of substance. So great choice. But the point I want to make is this, Jigo, and please hear me out, my sister. I may be wrong, but so far from the names that I'm looking at, it looks like you are the only one that has been put back in the same ministry that you were before. Do you know my read of that? Here's my read of that, Jigo. It seems to me like JM is telling you, sis, that he saw you doing something in that ministry which he liked, which, of course, you could not complete for reasons that we all know. And he wants you to go back there and complete that work. That's my read. That's my read. And guess what? Bumped from deputy minister to substantive. It means that he has seen some. Jigo, say me, I was very good at Martin Owusu's interpretation and analysis, right? That's what I'm giving you right now. Check this out. I'm breaking it down for you. JM is telling you that you have started something, or you had started something at that ministry where you were at, that he liked. And he wants you to go back there and finish it. That's what I think. And I think he made a great choice by bringing you back in that ministry. But I want to say one more thing to you, Jigo, before I get off that topic with you for today. I know there's an LI that was supposed to be presented to Parliament or something of that nature. Please, do not rush to present that LI before Parliament. Please seek the input of professionals, people who have been trained in our schools that were set up to train people for this industry. We are not discounting the effort of the people who presented the LI. Shame on us, who are the so-called professionals, because we should have taken that step. So we congratulate them, actually, for taking that step, for identifying the need for the LI in the first place. But before we bring an LI that was presented by people who only dwell on experience in the field, rather than people who have been through formal training, and there are schools that continue to churn out people every day, but the LI that is supposed to superintend the whole industry is created and presented by a group of people from where God knows. So please, go. if they bring up that issue of the LI again, there has to be some serious discussion about it, where the input of the professionals, the lecturers, and the products of the School of Performing Arts, the School of Arts, you kind of saying, at KNUST, the School of Music at Winneba and the University of Cape Coast, the School of all these creative schools. We all know these ones that Kwame Nkrumah set up, to NAFTI and all of them. You know, all the lecturers, all these professionals have to come together and make an input before it becomes an LI. It's not a group of people who are sene. And no crafty BB to make it say, okay, here, LI. No. We need to take a look at that. But that will happen when you come to office. You know, we'll come to your office with, yours will not be friendly fire. It will be friendly, all right, but we won't even dare to come to you with fire. You are too soft and gentle to be approached with fire. You know, we'll come to you very calmly. And please, let's take a look at that thing, okay? Because check this out though. The School of Performing Arts, no, can start, you're kind of saying, doing crash courses for these guys. Right, that's what's done everywhere. You go to, listen, if you America here, for instance, you cannot go to Obi set to plug keke crown find share socket more. You can't do that. You have not been authorized to do that. So if School of Performing Arts is, not everybody can go to School of Performing Arts, but everybody gets a chance, if you want to be an actor, to go there for a crash course and get some sort of certification. You can go there and learn sound and get certification after a 2-week crash course or something like that. You know, whereby it's regulated like that, then we know, say, something is happening. But it looks to me like some people want to sneakily hijack, you know, the terrain with some nonsense like that. Anyhow, we'll leave it over there. The other thing also that I need you to look at, that we would need you to look at, is the issue of copyright administration. Jigo, if you're going to succeed in this ministry, the one thing that will put the diadem on your crown would be if you can do something about copyright administration. Please get to work on that. Speak to people who have the knowledge, and let's get something off the ground for that. Thank you very much. There'll be many shows. Hopefully, I can get to speak with you on my show one of these days. But regardless, we're still here. Anyhow, congratulations. I know you're going to make it happen. And next time I'm in Ghana, you can believe I'm coming to your house to come and eat Fetri Toto. So, of course, get ready for that as well. Thank you, my sister. And Jigo's former boss, the last on the list, another woman, Elizabeth Ofosojari. This woman has been given a Herculean task again by JM, you know, to not only nominate the woman for a ministry, but give them such a huge responsibility. Goes to say that JM is not, he's not playing when he talks about affirmative action, you know, and moving women up the corporate ladder and all of that. Elizabeth Ofosojari, this is the woman now. Why you say John Mahama sman ma or Bren Sikamani the core hospital, no? Right? Yeah, that's the woman that Wayosi was talking about, that JM sent to go look out for him when he was not feeling well and all that. But yeah, she has been moved on to a different ministry, and Jigo is handling that ministry now. I think she is going to do well there as well. So, 9 people, 9 nominees, 4 women, and all of them inspiring hope and looking like there's something good about to happen. We congratulate all of you, especially those that I know personally, Haruna and Jigo. Congratulations. And as I said, we hope to see you. All right. Okay, so with that, I come to the end of Weekend Editorial. Remember, this Saturday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Ghana time, we will be having our live stream. And it's a complete package. Do check us out. In the meantime, Adiasa, Mikwakoda, my name is Kwesi. Son Bakon. I come in peace. I come not to please. I will see you next time. God willing. Goodbye.